Good afternoon. It's Sunday. It's now Sunday, and I don't know what the date is. The 21st of June. And it's been about almost 2 weeks since I sent out my last video about my weight loss journey. And I haven't given up, but went through a lot of ups and downs throughout the whole thing. So basically, I thought I had it made. I thought the next pretty weeks were going to be pretty awesome. I would experience some ups and downs, but I got down to, I think I got down to like 189.8. And guess what? It didn't happen. It went bad. And I didn't eat anything horrible. Scale just wouldn't cooperate. It went back to 192, 193, and it just stayed there. Anyway, since then, I had some of my biggest victories and some of the most frustrating stretch of dieting ever since I started this journey. And I just want to say that, when you ever try to lose weight, the scale a lot of times will never play ball with you, no matter how hard you do. Even if you completely go cold turkey off sugar and you just eat good stuff, the body will find a way to retain some water, some sodium, or whatever the heck it is, and that thing won't happen. So anyway, the good news is my weight did not change. My weight, the trend of it, by the way, I'm using ChatGPT to track everything, because without that AI brain, my little brain would take over and go crazy, and then I'd be eating Twixes and Little Debbie's and all the tubs of ice cream, Oreo cookies, the stuff that dragged me down many eons ago. So my weight was trending in a good way. It was going like 193, 192, and I stayed at like 192 plateau for about a week or a bit. I was feeling very optimistic. I still feel optimistic. I was doing some, work, and I feel confidence about it, But, the trouble is the chaos. Just, as I said, the scale refused to move. It refused to move. I'm sorry, my wife has just decided to come in and get some paper. So there she is. Right. Yeah, I'm not alone. I have a wife and 3 children, and they come barging into this office at the inopportune times. Anyway, the scale just refused to move. I had a lot of self-doubt. I'll never lose this. I'll never, ever. By the way, I'll just tell you for the record, today I got down to 190.8. Huge for me. Anyway, I'll get more of that to that later. So, my biggest problem is water retention. We're going to get a little personal here. I'll try not to go too crazy. But basically, a little constipation, some sodium. I'm a religious Jew. I keep Shabbat. That means challah. That means a lot of bread, a lot of carbs and stuff, and maybe some potato chips. Also had some barbecue food that time as well. A lot of hot dogs and hamburgers. So that means a lot of sodium and a lot of water weight. Basically, the scale is a liar. What ChatGPT actually told me today when I told it it told me one thing very brilliant, and I'll share this with you. When you look at the scale not as a judge, but as a reporter. It just reports the weight to you. It's really, really difficult when when the scale is reporting that I'm gaining weight or I'm not losing when I'm doing everything right. And that's going to happen to all you guys. It's just part of the thing. The body is not a linear system. The body doesn't reward you with every good thing. You might have to wait. It's kind of like a paycheck, you know. Just because I go to the office and I do my work does not mean that I get the paycheck. I have to be there for like 2 weeks, depending on how your payment system works. Usually, I have to at least pull in 2 weeks of work before I get a paycheck, or maybe sometimes a month. Thirdly, also my sleep patterns are kind of poor. I'm not going to go into the medical history, but bladder issues are a thing, and sometimes I wake up like 2 or 3 times a night to go to the bathroom, and that's annoying. So that creates poor sleep fatigue and harder to stay motivated. And another embarrassing thing, gastrointestinal system. Like sometimes there's some days where if you're going to do a number 2 on the bathroom, it feels like you're giving birth or something, and it never comes out. And that's all I'll say about that. I tried eating a lot of green peas to help with that system, and I think it might have helped a little bit, but green peas are very caloric and they might cause a lot of weight. So anyway, but basically my staples, because first of all, my wife does a lot of all the cooking for me because I'm not a cook. She's very good. So basically what I'm eating when she makes grilled salmon or chicken, I have that. I try to cut out as much couscous or rice, and especially when it's a pasta meal, I say nah, I'm totally off pasta. Maybe I might eat a little bit, but I just don't. I just try to keep away from pasta as much as I can. What I'm doing is using a lot of Greek yogurt. I'm British, I'm sorry. I say yogurt because I'm British and that's how I say it. I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. I eat a lot of Aloha bars. Also I like Quest. Also like making salads, like hard-boiled eggs. And since I'm a kind of lazy cook, I just buy the ready-made hard-boiled eggs from the store and just slice them up with an egg slicer, mix it with some Caesar salad, some green stuff, lettuce, and I also love to eat cheese. Cheese is really good. And that's what I'm basically centering everything on. I eat a lot of the Greek yogurt. Oh, and stevia. Don't forget that. Stevia is amazing for me. Some people may like the taste of stevia. Some people may hate it. I don't know. I like it, and thank goodness I do, because it's like a 0-calorie sweetener. It's very natural. If you don't like stevia, you might try xylitol instead. If you're not scared of it, and I do a lot of it, NutraSweet or aspartame, which is Let me say that I drink a lot of Diet Mountain Dew as well. I don't drink a lot of diet. I don't drink regular soft drinks. I drink the diet stuff. That helps me. But of course, one's mileage may vary on that. Aspartame, I hope it. Some people say it causes memory loss, and some people say it's just like terrible. It's just as bad as sugar. I think, for me at least, I'm not saying if you don't want to take aspartame, then don't take it. Do not take it. You probably find a better way to. The problem with me is I had a horrible sweet tooth, Twix and sugary stuff all the time. I could eat I could just destroy one side of Oreos. So whatever works for the gander works for the goose and all that stuff. Finally, also I want to talk about the mental battle, about the whole thing. Like all human beings, I just wanted to see some results on the scale. Right now, I wanted to be at this stage. I want to be, since I hit 189, I want to be I should be like 186, 187 by now. But no, I'm 190. I'm 190. I'm still stuck in the 190s, and I'm not happy about that. But I'm very happy that I got out of the 192 plateau. I'm really happy about that. Just have to keep fighting it and just use other things. Don't just use a scale. See how your clothes fit. maybe measure your waist with a tape measure, see if that has gone down as well. But like all humans, I wanted the result now, and the body doesn't work that way. I wondered if it stopped working. I wondered, I was tempted to change some things. I was tempted to maybe starve, maybe just, here's a little trick that I do not recommend you do. I do not recommend you do this. But this is something I did, which was when it's now summertime, it's really hot in the 90s. I just go out and dehydrate myself in the 90, 100 degree humid heat to get a little water out of the system to get that bloody scale down. And it works sometimes. It worked. But then the body realized, hey, what are you doing my water? And it finds a way to get it back, and then the scale goes back up. I'm really thirsty, and I drink it back. And don't recommend that. Do not ever think about doing something like that. I'm just telling you this to tell you how crazy I was, how stupid stupid things I did. So wanting immediate results, wondering if the plans stop working, temptation to just change everything, or maybe just say F it all and go back to Oreos and ice cream, or the opposite way, just starve. I'm fasting, I'm being holy, I'm on a fast for diet inspiration and whatever mystical diet reunification. Maybe I'll reunite with my six-pack and become an actualizer manifested through dieting. And the temptation to panic. And I learned the hard way, it ain't gonna work. It's the wrong thing to do. That's not what you do. So what did I do? Basically, I just said, okay, if that's it, then it says. I just basically did my best to trust the process or the process. I'm British, so I say process is the process. I still have difficulty. I still have trust issues with it, but it's better to trust it. If eating these good foods is good for you, then I just keep doing what I'm doing, staying consistent, trusting the process, not overreacting. And basically, what happened after Shabbat, I found, believe it or not, I saw movement again. So, hold on a sec. I got my daughter coming. Hold on a sec. I'm doing a video right now, later. So the biggest takeaway I did is that fat loss is usually the easy bit. Trusting the process when your body's lying to you, that's the hard bit. So where am I right now? I'm about 190.8 right now. Just basically living off Greek yogurt, stevia, peanut butter and stuff, and doing that. And where I'm heading, I want to get back into the 189s again and get lower and lower. Eventually I want to maybe get my six-pack, God willing, but in the end, it's just it's gonna be an uphill fight. That's my son Baruch. Say hi, Baruch.
Hi.
That's my son. He's 8 years old. He's looking really good. Anyway, I'll end this video now, and I'll say, good luck on your challenges and stuff, and we'll see ya on another video.